Hello. Yay. Okay, we are live. Hi, everybody. I don't know how many of you, but hopefully many, many, many.
Lots and lots of people,
Welcome.
please.
Yes, we love people. Welcome to the 5 o'clock webinar, Focus Activity 2 to 3 in Town. So this is a nice one. I think lots of useful language that we can use every day. And we are joined by 0 people. Fantastic.
Yay, loads of fans.
Ooh,
All of the
yes, I think
fans.
they knew we were coming. Well, no, I think they didn't know. I think if they knew it was us, it would be,
Yeah,
100.
definitely. I agree.
Sure.
It would be lots and lots and lots.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so then for anyone watching later or who watches later, fans, hello, I see 2
Yay!
people.
Introduce yourself,
So why
guys.
don't
Say hello.
you exactly tell us who you are, and so will we. So Lisa, do you want to start?
Sure. So, hello, guys. My name is Lisa. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Ireland. Okay. I've been living in Italy for 2.5 years. So good to see you all. I work in Maies Meravigli, so in Milan, in the center of Milan, with Jadene here. Jadene, do you want to?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm Jadene. I am originally from London in England, and I have lived in Italy for only 6 months. So I'm nice and new, nice and new. Who are you guys? Where are you? Are you from Milan? Are you from Italy? Because I know we also sometimes have students from France and Spain join us.
Exactly. Yeah, we had in our webinar earlier, myself and Liam, we had a couple of students from France.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Okay, hi,
fantastic.
Michele.
Hello,
Yes,
welcome.
where are you?
Yeah,
Where
tell
are
us where
you?
you are. Okay,
We love to know. We're a little bit stalky, which means we,
exactly.
we like to know. Oh, and Walter, hello.
Excellent. So we know Walter.
This is always a pleasure. Okay.
Excellent.
So
Very
while we
good.
wait for some more information, we can just
Hmm.
begin. Lisa, do you want to, if it ever loads, read? Oh, no, too much. Too far. Would you like to
Too
read
far.
this slide for me?
Sure, of course. So what we're going to do in this webinar, we're going to be practicing asking questions. Okay, asking questions. We're going to be talking about at the supermarket. So some useful vocabulary when you're out shopping. Also at the post office. So we're going to be talking about different places in town. Okay, so different places we go, and at this point, the only places we go. Uh,
It's
okay, and
true.
it's really true. Oh, let's not cry.
Oh,
And also conversations. So practicing conversations in town. Okay, so conversations when we're meeting people, if we see people, even in the supermarket. Okay, very good. Okay, so Michele, not
oh.
how are you? Where are you? Where?
How are
Okay.
you?
So
I
how
am.
exactly? So
Yep.
how are you? Where dove sei? Okay. Where are you? Okay. So yeah, exactly just like that.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. So here we have our first task, and it
Mhm.
says in town, put the questions in the correct order. So we have 3 different questions, but the order is all mixed up. Okay, these are not questions. So
Mhm.
number 1, we have the words you, where, from, and are. Number 2, we have the words live, you, do, and where. So we've already spoken about where. And number 3, we have the words town, is, big, your, or, and small. So this is a bit of a tricky task. And tricky just means can be a bit hard or difficult. So why don't Lisa and I talk you through the format or the structure of a question, and then you guys can practice putting them in the right order, or if you think you already know, you can give us the answers.
Exactly, because I think if I know him well, I'm pretty sure Walter will be really good at this. um, because he's very, very fast. So yeah, so I'm just maybe we could take them through the quasi trick.
Yeah,
So the
I think
quasi
that's
trick could be useful. So I'm just making a banner to show it. So quasi. So this is a
mm,
shortcut for forming questions. So it works for most questions, not for all. So not for all, but it works really well for forming most of our typical questions in English. Okay, infinitive. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to add this up on the screen so you can see it. Okay, so the quasi trick. So it's called quasi because it's short for these things. Okay, so when we use the quasi structure, the first thing we put is the question word. Okay, the question word. So in the case of number 1, the question word is
where.
where. Fantastic. See, Walter's already done it.
Yeah. No, it's
Excellent.
so good.
Exactly. Really good. So yeah, so question word is where, and then the auxiliary verb is are.
Do.
Okay. Okay, for
Ah,
number
ah.
I was looking at number 1, sorry.
Oh, no, no, sorry. I was meant in general, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Where do you live? Okay, where do you live? Question word, auxiliary, subject, and infinitive. Okay, where do you live? We can put it like this.
Yes.
Okay. And Michele is from Ferrara. Okay, Ferrara. That's what you're saying.
Ah, cool. Really cool. So yeah, so quasi is really good if we're using if we're making most questions.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have a question with the verb to be, is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because we don't need an auxiliary verb, I
Mm-hmm.
think. We just have the main verb.
Well, it depends because if we're using the continuous, where are you living? So where are you
Uh,
living? I'm living in. So if it's the present continuous, technically to be
mm,
is the auxiliary in that it's more a
yeah,
specific
no,
thing.
no, yeah,
It's
yeah.
more a specific
But,
thing though. But yeah, with do, yeah, for
in,
sure.
yeah. But just for simple questions, so like number 1, so Walter told us, where are you from? We only
Perfect.
have one verb,
Hmm.
so we don't need an auxiliary verb usually
Hmm.
for a simple question if we're using the verb to be.
Exactly.
Um,
And then
okay, and oh, sorry.
yeah, number 3 is a bit confusing. Okay, because what we would say number 3 is what's called a closed question. Okay, it's a closed question because it's giving you two options. Okay, so there's only one possible answer. Okay, so in this case, we would put the is first. Okay, the verb first. Is your town big or small? Okay, is your town big or small? So it's a bit different as well.
So don't forget, guys, when we ask questions in English, um, I can't think if you can correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa, but we always have the verb or a verb before the subject. So if you're not sure, but you're asking a question, you should have a verb before the subject. So we have are,
Exactly.
do, and is before the subject. So you and your town.
Perfect.
Oh,
Exactly.
yay.
Yeah.
So Michaela has started to answer the questions as well. My city is very small. Where is it?
Excellent.
I don't know where Ferrara is.
Ferrara. So it is actually. It's a good question. I think it's on the coast. I could be wrong. Oh my god! Please tell us where is it?
Um,
uh,
and
no,
also,
it is not.
Lisa, what is
Sorry,
the
I'm completely wrong.
difference between?
It's near
It's okay.
Bologna.
Um.
Near Bologna,
Ooh. Okay.
sort of.
What is the difference between questions 1 and 2? What is the difference between where are you from and where do you live?
Okay, so where are you from? So this is mm, because when we say where are you from, maybe you're from another place originally. Okay, so for example, I'm from Ireland. Okay, I'm from Ireland. So maybe you're from Sicily, but now you live in the north of Italy. So where do you live is now. Is that what you mean? Is that the question?
Yeah. No, yeah. So if we ask where are you from, maybe where were you born or where is your family from? So excellent. Walter has said, I come from Naples. So this is where
Exactly.
Walter was a child. But now I live in Bologna. So where do you live is about now. Um, so Michele, you've said your city is Ferrara, which I can't pronounce. You said I'm from Ferrara. Is this where you live now as well?
hmm Exactly.
Mm.
And then he said it's small. So Bologna, I think.
Very
Have you been
small.
to Bologna? Bologna, I think,
No,
is very
no.
big.
Is it bigger than Milan? I think Milan is quite small. There are a lot of people, but in terms of size, I think it's
Mm,
very small.
yeah, it's true. Well, obviously you're from London.
But I think you can walk across it in like an hour, an hour.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Okay, Bologna is a small city as well.
Wow, it's small.
Okay, and
Okay.
we're just missing the a. Okay, so Bologna is a small city. Okay, so if we say London is a big city, okay, we put an article before.
Excellent. Okay. So we
Really good,
can
guys.
move on. But before we do, is there anything you want to say about these pictures, Lisa?
They look very
Or I
pretty.
can as well.
Maybe one thing to mention, it's something that just to mention from the bottom left picture, because a lot of the
Yeah.
time people say countryside, okay? Because sometimes, so if I say my parents are from the countryside, okay, the countryside, that's the area, okay, the area. Because sometimes if we say country, we're talking about like Ireland, the whole place, Italy, the country. Okay, so it's more correct if we say the countryside. Okay, the countryside. Because sometimes if you use country, it can be confused. It's still okay, but it's just worth mentioning.
Hmm, that's cool. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't know. I'm pressing play, but nothing is happening. Okay.
Yeah, it takes a
Um.
while.
So now we have at the supermarket, which I'm sure. everybody knows of the supermarket. We are all going to the supermarket. Or maybe not. Maybe you are just staying at home and someone is bringing the food to you. That would be nice. But we have some pictures on the right and some vocabulary on the left. Lisa, if you want to read it, or I can.
Yeah,
And
sure,
as
I'll
we
read it.
put some match to the pictures.
Exactly. So yeah, guys, just tell us the letter and what you think it is, okay? What you think it is. So the different words that we have here are bread, milk, vegetables, cleaning products, fruit, and meat. Okay. Just on the pronunciation, I know it can always be difficult. So if you want to practice it with me, vegetables. Okay, we don't really pronounce the second, so the second E, we just say vegetables usually. Or do you pronounce it differently, Jadine?
No, with the same vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. So
Um, and, oh
I
no,
think
no,
that
you
can be
can
confusing.
go.
No, I just think it can be confusing because we don't pronounce the second E.
It's true. And also for fruit as well. So be careful because in this word, the U and the I make one sound. So we don't
Mm.
say fruit, it's fruit.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just fell off my
Are you okay?
Sorry, guys. Yeah, this just fell off my wall onto my laptop. Oh
Okay.
dear. Sorry, guys. That was probably really loud for you. Oh dear.
Okay, but no, we've got some answers. Well done. So A is meat, and
Excellent.
I'm sure you already know, but I just want to confirm to everyone that meat is very general.
Mm.
Okay, so this includes chicken and beef from cows and pork from pigs. It's all meat. Um, it doesn't include fish,
Hmm.
which are the animals from the sea. I'm sure you know.
Hmm.
Um, so we have meat, we have vegetables. Well
Vegetables.
done. D is
Hmm.
bread. This bread actually looks really nice. E
Yeah,
is fruit and is cleaning product. Wonderful.
excellent. Which is very
So
topical because I think people have been stocking up on their cleaning products.
really,
Yeah, I think people have been cleaning too much at the moment.
maybe finding things to do. So tell me, everyone, including Lisa, uh, what do you usually buy at the supermarket? So which of these do you buy a lot? And which of these do you never buy?
Mm. So for me, I don't buy milk very often, um, because I've been drinking less milk since I moved to Italy. Um, so I don't buy much milk. I do buy a lot of meat and bread. I love bread. Love bread.
Yeah, I also do you
Um,
buy bread that's already been made? I don't know when, or do you like to buy it fresh from the bakery lady or
to
man?
be to be honest, a lot of the time I buy the pre-made bread because it lasts longer. Because I'm
Yeah,
by myself. So if I buy the bread that's been baked, it 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 doesn't last long. I don't use it all,
yep,
so it's wasteful.
fair enough.
What about you,
Okay.
Jadine?
Um, well, I never buy meat because
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat it, but I do buy a lot of fish.
Mm,
Um, and I buy a lot of vegetables and fruit.
okay.
And I haven't bought cleaning products recently,
Mm,
because I've just moved. So
yeah.
they're already here.
Exactly. Yeah, I've also been buying
So,
a lot of sweets and chocolate recently.
oh, me too. I didn't for a while, and then on Friday I went shopping, and I just thought, okay, I want chocolate, but I bought
Exactly.
some really big bars that are already gone. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
okay, yeah, so tell us, guys, what do you buy at the supermarket?
Ah, very
Ah,
good, Walter.
okay. Me too. Me too. I don't buy milk, but I do buy yogurt
Really good.
for my cereal. I like yogurt.
Yeah,
No one asked, but I'll tell you. I like it.
I'm funny. I don't eat it that often, but I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so I have to be careful.
Oh, really? That's,
It
yeah,
doesn't
that's
stop me though.
rough.
It doesn't stop me.
Oh, yeah. I also always buy mozzarella. I started about a month ago, and now it's like a staple.
Yeah,
A staple is something, a staple ingredient is very important. You must always have it.
exactly. So yeah, staples. So some of you probably have the staples that you always get. So you always
Mm,
buy them when you go to the supermarket. Whether it be always buying, I don't know, flour if you bake cakes or make bread, or if it's fruit because you always buy fruit. Okay.
exactly.
So
Okay.
here
So now,
we just have a dialogue.
it's okay.
Sorry, we're talking over each other
Sorry.
again, guys.
Ah, but Walter, sometimes I also buy wine if the wine is good.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
nice, good to know. So not a staple, but sometimes we like to enjoy some wine. Okay, so now we have, as Lisa said, we have a dialogue at the supermarket, and it says ask for the location. So where? The location of items on your shopping list. And a shopping list is just when you write down the ingredients that you want to buy before you go.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So yeah, I think these are all individual kind of asking questions for where are things. So we can just read them as examples.
Yeah, it's fine. So
Okay.
the first one says, uh, hello, do you have bread?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wonderful. Number two says, hi, where is the milk?
It's here. Okay, so when I say here, I'm probably indicating, so pointing. So this is called pointing. So it's here. Okay, so, or maybe it's like right here, it's here. Okay, so you're indicating where it is. It's here. So it's nearby as well. Nearby here.
Okay. And number three, hello, where are the vegetables?
So they're over there. So it's further away. Okay, over there. So usually over there, it's like far away. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So questions two and three are quite obvious questions because we're asking where, so we're asking what the location is. But
Mm-hmm.
question one is another very common way to ask about an item. So, do you have bread at the supermarket? Probably yes. I'm sure they have bread. Um, so we're really asking, where is it? Where can I find it?
Exactly. Because maybe you tried to find it and you can't find it. So you're like, do you have it? Is it here?
Yeah, yeah. And the answer is, of course. Um, so yeah, it's just another way we can ask for items. Um, and then on the right, you just have the intro, so the introduction to these questions, and where we have the three dots, so the ellipsis, you just put the noun or the name of what you're looking for. So do you
Exactly.
have bread? Do you have meat? Do you have milk? Where is the apple? Um,
Mhm.
and what is the difference, Lisa, between where is the and where are the?
So where is singular. Okay, singular. So
Okay.
maybe where is the meat? I don't know if we're asking for where is the meat, singular. And where are plural. Okay, singular and plural. Okay. So yeah, and it's good to note as well, guys, that these questions they can be used not just in a supermarket, but any type of shop. Okay, any type of shop. Even in a restaurant. Where is the bathroom? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I also I really often use "Do you have a bathroom?"
Yeah.
which my Italian my Italian friends have told me is very annoying in Italy. People don't like it if you ask, "Do you have a bathroom?" Because of course they have a bathroom. It's very rude to think they don't have a bathroom. But in
But
English,
if you're in a bar, sometimes they don't have one. So anyway, okay.
no, I think that's why. I think because if you say, "Do you have?" and there is one there, you know it, then maybe they think you think that we don't have a bathroom in our establishment.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So like,
it's like
yeah, why do
slightly
you not
offensive.
think we have a bathroom? But in English, we can always ask, "Do you have a bathroom?" And in
Okay.
England, if they sell food or drink, I think they have to have a bathroom.
Hmm.
The law. Okay, and
Exactly.
just another point as well. So when we use where are the, or do you have, and we're talking in plural, don't forget it's very important to have the S at the end. Um, S's are really, really essential. So they're so important in English when they come at the end of a sentence. So we have to make sure we can always hear the S when you say it.
Excellent. And Walter has made a great two examples here using where are and where is. So where are the potatoes? Perfect, plural. And where is the bread? Okay, very, very good.
Fantastic.
Excellent example.
Um,
Okay. So we have at the post office. So again, at the moment, the post office is still open, isn't it? It's just different hours.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, I need
But
to go
no
soon.
one, no one
Uh,
sends me anything.
I know apparently only Liam gets things sent. Uh,
Mm,
um, okay, so basically, again, guys, we want to match the word to the picture. Okay, so match the words to the pictures. So we have different words here. So one is stamp, envelope, address, send. Okay, this is a verb. Postcard, letter. Okay. Okay, perfect. And yeah, so post office, so very similar in Italian. So it is a place where you send or receive mail or packages. Hmm.
okay.
Perfect.
So Lisa, when you go to the post office, which of these items, if there is an item, do you send or do you use?
Usually I go to the post office to send. Actually, I send drawings. Um, because I draw and paint. Um, and so I send drawings. Usually it's not actually here. Sometimes like a letter form in an envelope, or also in a parcel or a package.
Hmm.
Okay. So,
Hi, Christian.
hello. A breakfast of stamps. What?
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you would know what that meant, and maybe it was something I was unaware of. Um,
You know what?
ah,
Collection. Collection. Colazione. Breakfast. Collection. It was an autocorrect.
ah, yeah, excellent. We have it. So when I was a child, I used to collect stamps. Okay, this
Very
makes me
good.
feel much better. Lovely. Did you collect stamps from around the world? So from different countries or from different times and dates? Or
Hmm.
just stamps you liked? Tell us.
Exactly.
And
So if you want to rephrase, Christian, the first sentence, you can also say, so you can say, I used to collect stamps, or you can say, I had a collection of stamps or a stamp collection.
mm,
Okay, a stamp collection, it can be called. Really good. Yeah, my friend has a stamp collection as well.
oh, nice.
Don't apologize. That's what we're here for. Sorry, it took us a minute to figure out what you meant.
But well done, Lisa, for working it out before you sent the comment.
I was just like
It was
breakfast,
good.
colazione, okay, collection, okay, because it's very similar, in Italian.
Mm. Okay, and
Okay,
so Walter has started to give some answers. So he says
excellent.
A is a stamp, exactly, which I'm assuming, so I'm guessing that Christian also knows if he's had a stamp collection.
Hmm.
And then does anyone have any ideas for B?
I think because this is what we would call like a post box or a letter box.
Mm,
So
yeah,
maybe
which
this
is
one is
not
the action, maybe?
maybe. So postbox. Letterbox. And I don't know about you, Lisa, but at home we use postbox or letterbox. We use them both the same.
Yeah, no, we use the same. So, post box, probably more common, post box.
Mm.
But yeah,
Although also, but I think we would only say a letterbox is personal.
true, actually. Yeah, it's true.
So a postbox or a letterbox can be where you put the letters in to send them away, or you can have your own letterbox. And this is where I receive my mail.
Hmm.
Okay, so if we don't have any ideas,
Probably to send.
oh, yeah, good. So to send, so this picture I think was a bit confusing. Um, but yeah, so it's the action to send something, or you can also say to send, you can say to post or to mail.
Hmm.
You can use all verbs.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then,
So I think we have C, postcard.
fantastic. And what is a postcard? What is the difference between a postcard and a letter?
So the postcard is like the little one, so like we can see in the picture. So usually it has a picture on one side, so an image of maybe a place you've been or something specific, and then you just write on the back and you send it. It's very simple, no envelope, anything like this. So it's a bit different. Sometimes they're souvenirs.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. So a souvenir is just something to keep for yourself to help you remember a time you thought was special
Mhm.
or a time that you really liked. And
Yeah.
then exactly, Walter. So we have an envelope,
Hmm.
and then yes, in E we have an address. So this is where the person lives. And finally, we have a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and letters, guys, can be handwritten, which means that I write it with a pen and some paper, or it can be typed. Maybe you get letters from, I don't know, the tax board or your doctor. And usually these, I don't know what it's called in Italy. Usually these are not handwritten letters
Yeah,
or typed.
exactly. And if you get, unfortunately, sometimes you get letters in the post that are requesting money. These are called bills. Okay, bills.
I like the way you phrase that.
Unfortunately.
Requesting money.
You decide whether or not you want to pay
Please,
it.
there may be some consequence, but we'll see.
I know, I'm joking, I'm joking.
Okay.
Yeah, they're more annoying. They're
Um,
not fun post.
no, we hate them. But yeah, so tell us, guys, do you ever use any of these? Have you ever sent a postcard or a letter before? Or is everything technology now and you only send emails and texts? We want to know. Okay. So, like at the supermarket, now we have at the post office, and we're going to look at some language for asking for something that you need. Um,
Okay,
would you like to be the red, Lisa?
sure. Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening. Can I send a letter?
Yes, you can.
Can I have a stamp?
Of course.
How much is it?
It's £2.
Okay, excellent. So here we've had questions asking for different things. The first one kind of maybe asks for information or just tells the person that this is what I'm here to do.
Mm-hmm.
Request. So can I get something? Can I purchase something? And then the last one
Mm-hmm.
is also for information about the cost. So
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Will it fill it in? I haven't. Okay.
No, so it's just giving alternatives. So like, can I have so in this case,
Ah,
we would say, good
okay.
morning, can I have
And then this picture. Okay. Um, so to just make sure that we have understood the vocabulary and the language we just looked at, maybe it would be great if you guys can type in the comments and fill in. So maybe only the missing word and then a comma to separate each of the gaps. And a comma is just this symbol,
exactly. So
kind of
yeah,
like
so make
a full stop.
exactly. So you can make example questions using the vocabulary. Okay, make example questions using the vocabulary.
Exactly. And again, like what Lisa said about the supermarket language, you could anywhere. Um, for example, I can say, "Good morning, Lisa. Can I have some bread, please?" Instead of a letter.
Yes, of course
If
you
we
can.
are at a bakery, and I can say,
Exactly.
"Can I have a croissant?"
Exactly. Can I have a cup of coffee?
Exactly. And then, how much is it? Oh, how
Uh,
lovely.
yeah, very good.
Oh, can I have a postcard, please? Of course you can have a postcard, Walter. Of course.
Exactly. And yeah, exactly. I think it's really, really common. Like, how much is it? It's okay. So one thing to note, I guess, is when it comes to costs. So we would say like €4.50. Okay, so €4.50. So we say the first, so the four, then what it is, €4.50. Okay, 50. And the same with £4.50. So we say the number, the currency, and then if there's, I don't know, 50, 60 cents, okay, we say it this way, which is a little bit different in Italian.
True.
Okay.
So I would have put a euro, but I don't have a euro sign on my laptop, so
Anyway, it means,
it's
yeah,
on
so
the
it's the same anyway. Exactly. In the conversation we had
map.
pens. Mm-hmm.
That's a really nice point. Um, so shall we move on? So
Yeah,
because when
let's,
I was
because we
looking
just
through
have,
this,
yeah, we have a bit of time left, so we can look at the rest.
yeah, I think so. Okay, so this is just more examples of to refresh your mind about the vocabulary. So can I have a letter? Oh no, an envelope. Oops. This would be a bit different though, because don't forget this word was a verb. So this would be, can I send a letter? Whereas
Exactly.
if we're asking if we can buy something from a shop, we can use the verb have. Can I have a stamp? Can I have an envelope? But here we don't need the verb have if we're using a different verb. So can I send a letter?
Yeah, Walter's being hilarious. Sorry, Walter. I took a number out of the air. He's like, no thanks. Okay. So remember, here we would say, I won't buy. I won't buy it. Okay, I won't buy it. It's too
I
expensive.
won't buy it or I don't want to buy it. But
Exactly.
don't forget, we need the subject, okay? So we still need the subject, we still need it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. It's very expensive. Our
Yeah,
prices
can
are
I?
very, very
Oh,
expensive.
sorry.
Really good.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so can I have an address? This is a question you can ask to someone if you're looking for an address to send something to. So if Lisa says, Jadine, will you send me some coffee? I'll say, sure. Can I have your address or can I have an address to send it to?
Hmm.
Yeah. Can I have a card? Not really sure what that would have been. So at the post office, read the conversation.
Yeah. And
Um,
guys, so just to mention, you can read along with us at home. Uh,
yeah. Ah,
okay. Actually, this is a good question.
yes. Um, so, um, in this example of asking for something, I would say the main difference is that could is more polite or more formal. So it's like a nicer way to give respect rather than to say can. But both can or can and could are for permission or for if something is possible.
Exactly.
So could
Yeah,
is
exactly. Could is more formal. It's just more formal and more polite. That's the only difference, but you can use both the same way when you're asking a question. Could I have? Can I have?
mm,
Okay. So will we read through this one just as an example?
yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll be blue this time. Do you want to be red?
Sure.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Can I have a postcard and a stamp, please?
Of course. Anything else?
Yes, an envelope, please. How much is it?
Oh God. For everything. It's £4.50.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I thought it was just the envelope. I was like, wow, expensive everywhere.
Still
Um,
pretty expensive.
so stamps are expensive. But I
Exactly.
just want to point out, which I'm sure you guys know anyway, but when we were talking earlier about questions and the structure, the quasi structure, and here we have a question that just says anything else, and this is really casual.
Mm,
So the full sentence or the full question is, do you want anything else? Do you need anything else? So still using the same quasi structure, but in spoken English, it's a really and casual conversation, or so you can just shorten it to anything else because we know what the person means.
exactly. And also just to mention, because I know it can be confusing, but you're welcome has two meanings in English. So, for example, if you invite someone into your house, you're welcome. Come in. It's like you're welcome to a new person, to a new place. Okay. Whereas in this case, in this conversation, thank you, you're welcome. Okay. It's like prego. Okay. You're welcome. So we have two uses. So it can be confusing. Because you say welcome as well to a new person at work, like this as well.
So it's not something that I thought about before. Ah,
Yes, sometimes
that's
it's
really
confusing for people.
interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Don't know what
we're
happened there.
almost
That was
no problem.
confusing.
We're almost at the end of the webinar, but we take a quick look maybe at okay, perfect. So maybe this vocabulary.
Yes. Oh.
So some other places. That's okay.
Exactly. Remember what we said? You can use the vocabulary, you can use the conversation language in places other than a supermarket and a post office.
Exactly.
So yes, again, we can match the pictures. So we have a post office, a supermarket, a train station, an aquarium, a zoo, and listen to the pronunciation of this word as well, zoo,
Hmm.
and a police station. So match the word.
So which do you think? So you can match the words. I think it's quite hard to see some of them. I'm getting confused myself. Um, but
Yeah, I think maybe picture B is probably. I think B and F might be a bit difficult to tell. Um,
yeah, it's just not
but
very
the other.
clear what they are. Excellent. Okay,
Well
Marianne,
done,
fantastic.
Marianne. Okay. So we have a post office. Nice. Train station for number 2 or for B. Letter B.
Hmm. Very good. Excellent. Is C the aquarium?
Could be. No. Excellent. So C is the zoo. So
Fantastic.
this is where we can visit animals, and D is the aquarium, like aqua. So this is where we can visit animals of the sea or the water.
Hmm. Very
E
good.
is the supermarket. So of course F is the police station. Fantastic. So then for the last minute of the lesson, if you guys have any questions, please ask us now. And
Hmm.
if not, I'll just do a really quick summary. And if I miss anything, Lisa, then you can let me know.
Hmm.
So we spoke about different ways to ask questions using the quasi method and using also the verb to be, because sometimes it can be a bit different in the present simple.
Hmm.
Um, we also looked at some vocabulary for different products in the supermarket, which includes bread, meat, vegetables, milk, fruit, and cleaning products. And Lisa told you about the pronunciation for vegetables. So the second E is silent. We then looked at different language we can use when we are asking for the location of items in a supermarket or in any shop. So these are for the words where. And then we looked at some vocabulary that we need for a post office. So stamps, envelopes, address, to send, postcard, and letter. And finally, we looked at some more vocabulary for asking about things we need. So can I have something, or can I send or do, or another base verb. And then we looked at some other places in town where you can use all of this language.
Exactly. Really
Great.
good,
Do you
guys.
have
So thank
anything
you
you want
so
to add?
much. No, that's everything. Really, really good. So guys, thank you so much for your participation, and we'll see you soon. There'll be another webinar in 10 minutes if you want to join. But thank you. Have a great evening.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.